What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and I am the Guitarist 562, and I do video game guides and walkthroughs. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys everything that you need to know about the rune system. As you guys already know, runes have finally hit the game, and you need to figure out how you want to use it and what you should be doing to maximize your returns on runes. Runes are a way for the game to help you get stronger with PvP or PvE, depending on your playstyle. Everyone's basically different, you know? So with that said, when you go to your weapon or whatever, you can go ahead and click this. I'm going to pick an actual weapon that I need. For example, the Dentist Greatsword. I'm going to go ahead, go to the bottom right here where it says Rune Management. So click this, drop down. And before you had hammers to get your stuff, but now you can actually just go ahead and buy whatever you need. All you need is the money. So it's 338,000 Solent every time you want to rechange your stuff. So it's kind of cool in that sense that you don't have to worry about rolling and hoping and gacha gaming, farming. Now you can actually get what you need as long as you have the Solent. If you need Solent, just sell Marins, the precious ones, not the precious ores, and you should be fine. But other than that, this is the one that you want to look at. You want to go ahead and see whether you want Strength 3, Dexterity 3, Wisdom, Perception, and the substat that's underneath. I don't care too much about what happens down here. Eventually, you're going to switch over to the purple one. But for this one, you have to decide what's going to be beneficial for you. I'll give you a really good example. I'm going to go ahead and switch to a tank build right now so you can see some of the stuff that I have going on. I'm going to go ahead and see what my stat breakdown is. Let's see. I don't want to do this one. This one's going to be 58. I'm missing 2 because of my PvP builds. I need about 2 more strength for one of my arena builds. This is like literally one of my arena builds. I might need 2 more strength. I have 50 perception. But now we have a new thing called fortitude, and you have to decide what you want for stuff for that. So like, for example, I can go ahead and switch out this belt too, or this necklace, and now I have the 60 strength, but I missed out on the hit of this PvP necklace, which gives you hit chance and max HP. And each stuff gives you more cool things. So I'm going to show you the difference between this synergy list versus the other one. So if I get the blues here, I can get movement speed or max HP versus, let's go ahead and see the other necklace, where is the Call of Decimation. This one, look at the rune synergy on this one. It has critical hit damage reduction, wisdom, movement speed, and max HP, max health, and dexterity. So this helps you really decide how you want to maximize your game completely. And now the rings are also a whole different ball game. I would focus on the accessories first before your weapons, because it's going to be, well, actually, no, I take that back, because before it costed you runes. Now it doesn't cost you anything. So you could just do whatever you want. Choose which one you want. Cooldown speed, perception. Obviously, for PvP, you want perception and you want strength, or you want dexterity. I don't see any of these giving fortitude at the moment. I'm pretty sure that might come out in tier 2. I have to go ahead and look at my KR build. But yeah, let's go ahead and buy some stuff. Let's go ahead and see. We can get this attack one. I'm going to go ahead and see what I want. So I do not want damage reduction. I do not want boss bonus damage. I do want perception with shield penetration chance. Or do I want attack speed? That's juicy too, but since I'm a tank, I don't think I need that. Hit accept. I have the critical hit damage with the strength, but because I don't like that stat, I'm going to go ahead and go with the shield block penetration chance. So I'm going to go with this one or this one. So for that setup, I need a defense, attack, and support. So defense, attack, and support. Done. Now all I need to do is, if you are already doing your normal stuff, is you're going to be going into your challenge dungeons, which is right here, Dimensional Trial, and you're going to go ahead and get to the highest tier. Now my recommendation is get to as far as you can, to about 13, I would say, and then stop. That's pretty much how you could just farm all of your dungeon stuff. You can tell by the color right here. Look 11, blues. Let's try check out 9. It looks like it's still blues. Maybe they made it easier. Hold up. It's still blues. I'll have to go ahead and actually look at it. See, here, this is a mix. It has greens. They might have made it easier because, like I said, you don't have the tier 2 armors and weapons. So you're definitely slacking on a lot of the difficulties. But as you can see, to get to 4,500 combat power, you get better rune options. And then you also have your season ranking. By doing this, you can actually get these achievement rewards, which is really nice. So you can literally just hit 15 across the board on this week's amount, and then hit next week 15 and 15, and that's what will increase your season rankings to get this. And this is a one-time thing per season. So once you get to the final amount of runes, you don't get any more. So this is a fast way to fast track your drops in getting the best rewards for this thing. And you also get this Iron Hound, which is actually pretty cool. This one way to get runes. The second way to get runes is actually going to be right here. If you go to the weekly mission, what I did in KR is I would only do the dimensional dungeons. I don't care about these drops right here, because currently until the tier 2 stuff comes out, this is the fast way to get a chunky amount of runes. Once you accept that, I'll show you what I have right here. You can see that I have this bag of 55 runes. You see that? And that's because during the weekly missions, if you've been playing the game right, you have a chance to get one of these drops. 100 weekly attack rune chests, 100 weekly support rune chests, and weekly defense rune chests. Those are the odds of you getting that. And now the next question is, what kind of runes should I be getting? The next thing that you need to understand is when you get your runes, I'm going to get 3 of these only just to kind of give you an idea, because this is the global version. You're going to open these and you're going to get blues and greens. I guess they made it super easy, not compared to KR where you only got greens. And you can actually get evasion stats. So I would definitely go ahead and mid-max the amount of melee evasion or magic evasion or ranged evasion that you want. Or you can get like endurance. Quote me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while since I played the KR version. But that's how you can definitely put that into your weapon itself. So as you can see, let me go ahead and put the rune itself. Here is my Adenta sword. Click here to put the runes in, and look. But you got to make sure that you get a weapon version. As you can see, this one's not lit up because it is not an accessory. It is a weapon. So I can go ahead. Obviously, I don't need it. I can just slide that in right now, or I can take that off. And another thing to note is runes give you a ridiculous amount of combat power. On this one build, I have 3, 6, 5, 8, yeah? Now, I'm going to go ahead and put in one rune. 3, 6, 5, 8, 3, 6, 5, 8, 3, 6, 5, 8. 3, 6, 6, 8. So you can cheese combat power by just throwing all defense runes, if you have that right now, on all your equipment right now. Don't worry about mid-maxing right now, because you're going to be grinding the challenge dungeons anyway. But that's the best thing that you can do right now, is to get cheese combat power to get into some higher content. The next thing that you need to know about runes too, the final thing, is going to be how to dissolve them and what happens after you dissolve them. So I'm going to go ahead and dissolve. Let me see if I can make one more. Honestly, I just want to buy one more just to be safe. I'm going to buy one more and hopefully get a really bad one that I don't need. So yes, perfect. I got ranged evasion for the ring. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. It has a whole separate tab, and you have your own space for it too, which is actually nice. You can get these rune fragments. So what you do with those is you can dissolve them and you can craft stuff with it. So you can go ahead and see what you use that right here, view usage. You can craft rune chests. Now, do I think they're viable? When I used them in KR, it was not worth it. It definitely wasn't. I actually hated it. It was probably the worst expense that I could have had. Things could have changed. Let's go ahead and take a look to see if it's actually so useful or not. The last place I checked was right here, which was at the bottom. Yep, right here. So when you open this box, it literally gives you one of these. I've opened this box to get one chest. So you're trading in multiple dissolves to get this specific chest. So if you're gunning for one specific item, sure. But other than that, go into the transmutation tab, and you can actually dissolve these. You're gonna have to dissolve a lot of these to get the tier 3 version, which is right here, and you can get a bonus reward. If you get to the 4th version, there's a rare chaos rune selection chest, and currently I have no idea what that is, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to KR and test that and just kind of refresh myself to see if this is just like the same exact concept of a rune, just like 10 times better. I'm pretty sure that's kind of like what it's hinting at, but I'll confirm tomorrow. That's pretty much it, everything that you need to know about runes, and hopefully enjoy that. My best recommendation, if you want to get into dungeons quickly, obviously people are going to hate you if you have no real ability to excel in the dungeons, but you can definitely cheese your way into some of these higher tier dungeons. For example, like I said, Dimensional Trials, I'm at 3600. If I put on my full purple set, I'll be like 38, 3900, and then you can just cheese the gear score and the combat power to get into these dungeons just by slapping on the final things. That's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about runes, let me know in the comments below. Comment runes so that way I know you actually made it. But the second thing too is my recommendations for runes, if you're a DPS, is there's gonna be attack speed, there's gonna be there's also there's gonna be hit, and there's also evasion. Those are the main 3 that I'm gonna be focusing on. And the last thing too is people are wondering, for spear, what you should be doing. My tips right now, from what I've seen people be nasty with, is attack speed. I fought a lot of cool people in KR that had 50% attack speed. I'm not sure how that's gonna happen with tier 1, but it's a good way to test some stuff out. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you learned a lot. I'm gonna pop out more information for you guys later on, but that is the best introduction to everything that you need to know about the rune system right now. There's obviously a more in-depth stuff later that I can go over, but for most beginners, you need to know. So if I talk too fast, I'm sorry. I can't slow it down. There's just too information and too little time. Thanks, guys. And as always, stay blessed.